Rogue is the worst class in Hearthstone as of right now. And after seeing this deck, I know you guys are going to want to nerf this class even more. Seriously though, can I get a nerf Shadow Step in the YouTube comments? Nah, but in all seriousness, I actually like Rogue, and I like Shadow Step as a card, so I don't want to nerf it. But one thing I am not particularly a fan of is when Rogue does one thing very well. Hitting face, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Weapon Rogue is the only Rogue deck in HSReplay stats that actually has above a 50%, except for this new Mech Rogue that has a 0.1% popularity. Sorry, I guess I didn't see this earlier, but Rogue is not doing too well. That's exactly the point that I'm trying to make. But if we go into the meta on HSReplay, we'll take a look at HSReplay here in a second to see what the other websites are saying. But in top 10,000 Legend, Weapon Rogue is currently sitting at a 53% with about 3,000 games. And in top 1,000 Legend, this deck is quickly becoming popular because of one person in particular named Photon that actually started playing this deck. I don't know if he was the one who created the deck, but he is actually the one who managed to reach rank 24 Legend on the NA server by pretty much only playing this deck. And if you guys are aware with Photon, this dude chills out at top 1000 Legend with some of the weirdest decks that you'll see. Like, case in point, when Relic Demon Hunter was not that good into the meta, he was like the only person playing it. So this dude, if you play against him at top Legend, you know you're going up against a fantastic Hearthstone player. So huge shout out to Photon. I believe he is an Australian Hearthstone player on the same leagues as like Maxi, for example. But let's actually take a look at what this deck is favored into, because unfortunately there's some bad matchups like Mage. Like this Mage is a pretty bad matchup because Tsunami kind of makes sense. But look at all this other green that we have surrounding us. We have green against Death Knight, green against Hunter, green against Priest and Rogue. Somehow we're always good into the mirror. I don't know what's going on here. Warlock, we got a 70% win rate against Warlock, and then we have a 62% against Warrior through Diamond and Legend. And if we take a look at top 1K, the matchups still kind of look the same. Mage is actually not that bad of a matchup with about a 40%, even though it is your worst matchup. And the popularity of this deck is definitely going down, which is why I believe this deck is starting to take over at the top Legend ranks, because less people are playing Big Spell Mage and more people are going Unga Bunga Face. So even though Rogue is the worst class on HSReplay as of right now, one thing to take note is that Rogue was sitting at like a 37% the other day, so getting a plus 2% in your win rate instead of just going, even further down or just, maintaining at a 30%. This means that, Rogue is getting better. Now, granted, it's still not amazing, but the stats are going up. And if you take a look at HSReplay, a lot of red, but the only Rogue deck outside of this deck with not a lot of games, with like only 210 games, the only positive win rate deck with over 1,000 games is this version of Weapon Rogue. So let's take a look at the deck itself before we take a look at the mulligan, because this deck is very straightforward. The whole point of this deck is to not even play your weapon. It's to actually draw your Sword Shiner. This is the reason why this archetype can exist, and there's one ingenious thing about this deck that you have to pay attention to. Because when I was playing this deck, a lot of people were throwing cards my way being like, Clark, why isn't there a Velorok? Why isn't Sonya in this deck, for example? Well, let's take a look here. Because we're running Dig for Treasure as literally only drawing one minion from our deck, the Sword Shiner. So now you understand what this deck is trying to do. Literally all we care about is mulliganing for Dig for Treasure, so that way we can play either a quick pick on 2 or a hero power on 2. So we can play our Sword Shiner and then make our weapon into a 3-attack weapon, and then immediately going into the next turn you have a Sharp Shipment in order to make this card even more deadly. And that's not even getting into all the deadly poisons you can stack on top of this, as well as the harmonic hip hops. Very simply put, this deck is all in on making a big weapon, and since you are literally a rogue that can generate a weapon out of nowhere, the only thing that really matters is hitting this turn 3 combo. So if we take a look at the mulligan, you will see exactly what I'm talking about, to where this deck really only cares about getting this minion, to where sometimes you even keep the minion in hand. So the only cards that you ever want to mulligan for are going to be your Dig for Treasure, your Quick Pick, and your Shiny and your Sword Finder. Sorry, I keep thinking of Kobold Shiny Finder, for example, and it's screwing up my language right now. But yeah, The only other cards that maybe are worth keeping would be Sharp Shipment and Prep. So yeah, this deck is literally mulligan for 3 cards and then just point and click the face. It really is that simple, and I don't think I need to explain anything else about this deck, but just in case you didn't hear, Sonya does not deserve a spot in this deck for the simple fact that you always want to draw the pirate from the Dig for Treasure, and the fact that you're always getting a pirate from this means that Dig for Treasure is actually being played for free almost every single game. So don't add any more minions, just play this deck as is, go face, and it'll lead to some pretty good results because as of right now, Weapon Rogue is the only good rogue archetype in Top Legend, and all the stats for all of the rogue decks just don't seem that good because Excavate might be a pretty decent deck, but I think people are just completely done with its playstyle right now. And don't forget, if you do enjoy this kind of content, feel free to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, check out the Patreon if you want to support us in a more meaningful way. And as always, thank you so much for making it to the end of this deck breakdown, and we will see you for the next video. All right, let's try out this weird face deck that just goes face. I'm just so annoyed, man. I'm apparently a picky eater, and Hearthstone keeps throwing vegetables my way. I don't want vegetables. Where are the good decks? Where's the chicken, bro? Where's the decks that have meat on them? Every deck is just fucking nonsense. This is the Photon deck. Where's my weapon? This card is unplayable without a turn 2 weapon. Well, I guess I'll make one. Leroy got chickens? Yeah, they made him a premium skin. Highlighter was fun when it didn't have uncountable board clear, McGee, and cards like Reno Jackson that actually mattered to have in your deck. Yup, 100% agree. Okay, hold on a minute. This is actually kind of cracked. Actually a good card. Frickin' what? Oh, that's really funny. You know? Nah, I gotta deny his deck. I don't want him to draw taunts, right? God forbid this taunt deck actually draws more taunts. Queued into the deck the guy posted. What, Odin Warrior? No Sonyas, no air guitarists. You don't need them from what I can tell. Just make big weapon. Big weapon's enough. See what I mean? Like, I already got a 9-3 by turn 5. Like, think of it this way, dude. The Sharp Shipment is your air guitarist. Sonya is probably just too slow. Coin all manager to draw 2. Probably. Dig for Treasure draws Short Shiner 100%. Oh, God. Wait a minute. It does. That means it guarantee a coin, too. Just go for the harmonics. If he plays one taunt, we can get past it. It's 6 mana. I feel like all you can do is just play one taunt, right? $16. We could do that. All right. I don't know. I feel like this is supposed to be a bad matchup for us, but at the same time, we just dealt with every taunt and killed them by turn 7. Oh yeah. Wait a minute, guys. I could actually kill the Reno decks before the Renos ever become a problem. So this deck is just literally all in on just making weapon. There's nothing else. Who is Reno's arch nemesis anyway? I want to say Reform, but I don't know the expansion of the last few years. Who is Reno's nemesis? I don't think Reno really has a nemesis. Well, would you look at that? Guaranteed coin, guaranteed minion. Is Quark happy now? A happy guy now? He started winning, so he could take the pinky out. Lol. I started going up again. I could beat Reno decks now, man. That's why I'm happy. Let's not get this confused. I can finally destroy the trash Reno decks that make me hate the game. Remember, guys, if you think playing Reno's cool, just remember that it's not. Yo, Victor! Victor coming in with the 2 months. Good to have you here, man. Welcome. Thank you for that support. I hope you also hate Reno as well, mate. When they came out, the whole group faced the evil legal, so Rafam is just probably the right answer. Well, like, okay, so like that, I get what you're saying with that, but like, just because, okay, like it's one thing to be the lead, to be the person that's in charge of like the League of Evil, but it's like another thing to be Lex Luthor to like Superman, you know what I mean? Where you are his nemesis, sort of thing. I don't really think that Reno has like a quote-unquote nemesis or anything like that. Okay, hold on a minute. So +2, +2. Oh my. Oh my, this is turn 4, by the way. I think I just answered your question on why we're not playing air guitarists. Because number one, the dig for treasure to draw the pirate. But also, I don't need durabilities.
The best Hearthstone player that ever lived.
Let's go, dude. Ben Bro didn't write comic level story behind cards. Okay, yes, that is true. Don't have a counterpoint for that. Can I list off some replacement options in place for Reno? Literally anything else. Literally anything else, mate. Damage. Let's go. Barely got out of that one. Barely got out of that one. But that, I believe, is a Reno deck that just got fucking destroyed. So get out of my game, Reno deck. Zephyr's Death Roll? Yeah, it has to be a Reno deck, right? What is the Pipsy deck? It's just Lanessa Paladin. It's my last resort. If I'm playing Paladin, I've given up on all the other decks, which is why I don't want to play it. Wait, this deck was on the Vicious Syndicate podcast? Never coined the weapon here, I don't think. Yesterday? Okay, so that means this deck is popping up at top legend because Photon's killing it. High skill ceiling? I don't know how this deck has a high skill ceiling. What? How does this deck have a high skill ceiling? Don't know if I agree with that. Yeah, not any skill in it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I disagree with that. This is not a skillful deck. This is just draw the cards do their thing. $50% of that was correct. Sounds right for Vicious Syndicate. I mean, this deck just popped up, man. The thing that I don't like about Vicious Syndicate is how, like, we don't get to see the data that they look at to come up with these decisions that they come up with. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that's, you know, intentional or whatever, but it's like, why can't we see the data? I don't know, man. Fuck it, bro. Just throw it to the face. We could have killed the 4/4, but what's the point in doing that? Wait a minute. What if he's got the Viper? What if this is actually the guy with the Viper? The donkey data is pretty much what they get. They just fetch the tracker data. AFK opponent. More like salty opponent. They don't seem to separate dumpster data from good ranks. Isn't that literally the whole point of Vicious Syndicate? Isn't that quite literally the whole point of their website? Like, correct me if I'm wrong. But I figure that's the whole point of their website, is to tell you what the good decks are at top legend. Not just in general legend. Helpful info taken with a grain of salt, just like anything. Well, that's the problem, dude. People, there are some people that do this data collecting that, they think their opinions are law, and when you disagree with them, they're like, nope, you're wrong, because I've seen the data. It's like, oh, hold on a minute, bro. What do you mean you've seen the data? I've seen the data too. Fight milk. That's actually a really good skin. Holy crap.
Devour everything and everyone. Watch your back.
Is this the one that comes with Rag? Wait, there's a skin that comes with Rag?
Here we go.
So Dig for Treasure is actually insane here because I get to play it for 1 mana, I get the coin, and immediately get the 3/3 weapon. I hate to say it, dude, but this is literally the deck right here. This is it. This is literally everything. This is all the deck does. This is all the deck will ever do. I'm not a fan of this kind of deck, I gotta be honest. Pipsy Lanessa will always be my favorite deck for this expansion. I know, I agree, dude. I have a lot of fun with that deck, but I want to play other decks. Because I have to showcase other decks, unless I decide to make it my goal to hit rank 1 legend. Which I'm not really sure if I want to do that. Alright, bam. As long as he doesn't summon a bunch of taunts, I think we should be fine. But even if he does summon taunts, we have Doob. We have Deafen. This really is just like a ladder climber's deck. Like if you don't care about having fun and you just want the rank, this is definitely the deck to be playing. Freaking what? Well, there's 1 damage I can throw. Very simple. No one's queuing and even less people are trying. Yeah, you won't know why no one is trying because why try in this meta when you know that you're gonna be disappointed? It's a classic case of you could do it, but is it worth your time? Like I could still be top 50 right now. But I don't enjoy going up against only Overheal Priests and like all these specific decks.
The best Hearthstone player that ever lived.
So I need 17 damage. Could just go all in, make big weapon, and then just kill him over 2 turns. Big weapon. Very big weapon. Guess I should have waited because I could have coined out a deadly poison. Looks like it didn't matter. But we do have a sharp shipment. We can prep that out. We need to, actually, we probably need to prep out the card draw in case we need to go for a deafen. Why did we kill that Doomsayer? Because we could. Because I could, bro. Okay, so don't keep this if we have this. Don't keep this. I mean, actually, should I keep this? I guess the Hunter? No, I shouldn't keep that against the Hunter, probably. Need a quick pick or something. Feels like this is the only consistent rogue deck. Yup. Pretty much, mate. We've played 7 games and we've done the same thing all 7 games. Why not keep the attack buff? Because I already had the other one. I don't think I want both in my hand, right? I would rather have other cards, especially against the Hunter, because I need survivability. Is that not what we're trying to do? Like I already have the draw for it. Might as well get the coin while I'm at it, right? Versus if I low roll the top deck on the 3. Like, in what world do we ever keep this with the Dig for Treasure? It's just 1 less card. No spells. Isn't Cutlass better deck? No, this deck's faster. Cutlass would go a longer distance, but why not just end the game in a quicker window of time? Oh, the spell? Because again, I'm going up against the Hunter. I don't know if a deal 1 is going to be necessarily what I need to deal with the board at hand. Kind of going just all in on the weapon right now, but... So we want a sharp shipment here. We could coin out the Deafen to deal with this, trade here, and then get rid of the 1/1. Is there a better play? Eviscerate, maybe? And then just save the shipment for next turn? But then how are we getting through this? We'd have to play a Deafen, a Poison, and a Eviscerate. No, Sonya's not worth it because Dig for Treasure always draws your sword shiner. This is not a Sonya deck. I want more flexibility next turn. I want more flexibility, so therefore I need to do this now, I think. I could play Stick Up for potentially a Worm. The fourth time someone asked for Sonya. Not everybody is gonna be here when I play the deck originally. Some people might just be getting here. Chad, if you think of a card to put in is too slow. Yeah, if Chad's thinking of a deck, it's too slow. Bananas. Wait a minute. Oh, it's not good. Gyre Worm would be really good here, though. Especially if he's trading. He should just be going face. Dehydrate's also good. I don't want to take a lot of damage here, but at the same time, I could tank the 5, kill this. Part of me is also thinking about just like using the other Deafen to dehydrate and just get rid of all of this stuff. But then I can't play Mic Drop. Oh, I think I gotta do it, man. Oh, I hate doing this. Can I race him? Hold on. Deal 10, put him at 18. 18 plus another 7, so we need 11, which would be another 7. That's almost enough, bro. I think we gotta go face. Fuck it. Ah, wait, why did I? Ah, dude, why did I? Wait, no. This is wrong. 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 I don't think it matters, but we don't have the time. It's not gonna be enough now, right? At the same time, wait a minute. He's 2 off. We know he's got a monkey in hand. Titan would do it. Titan doesn't do it anymore. Monkey or bananas would do it. Another location. Doesn't look like he got it though. He does have double monkey. Wait. He lost. He's dead. Oh, it's over, dude. Woo! Okay. All right. We won. We won. He didn't play the taunt. For some reason, he did not play the taunt. I don't know why. Okay? All right, don't ask me these questions. He should have played the taunt. He guaranteed had it. Use your brain, bro. Use your brain. Just a little bit. Just a little bit, you should use your brain.